Hello friends, another day in paradise, me and a stack of cardboard boxes, and the boys are with me too. So, please open, let the light come in. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. But it needs to be done. So we're setting up a time lapse. And just gonna do what needs to be done. Dust. Oh, let's mosey on. Yeah. So, these are 40 years old, more. She got them when before I was a teenager. She got these, and they were so expensive. Oh, they still smell good. They are from honeycomb, you know, the waxy consistency. But they were so expensive. She couldn't use them. Couldn't lit the fire. And here we are. I have to throw them away because you can't light these on fire anymore. Yes, there are a lot of candles here.
And more candles here.
Oh, small candles. Oh! Maybe we should sell them with those. Let's throw them away.
Some of the candles here is broken.
Yeah, let's go on. So, I think it's glass. And that's china,
Yes.
that's metallics, and these are electronics. 2 bags to burn, paper to burn, and hold on to your pennies, 4 boxes of bind holders.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the one that's open. You see, that kind of shit from the 70s and onward. A very fruitful session of cleaning, I think.
Yeah.
We did a lot. We're at the back wall at least, and we didn't have to go through all this. We just opened it and left the binders in because they are. I mean, there are bills from the 70s in there. Come on, Mom. We found a box with everything from 98. Every bloody receipt from 98. And she kept broken stuff. I'm never gonna do this to my kids. I am telling you. I'm never gonna do this.
Yeah, I hope you don't. I hope that I don't have to clean up all your fucking shit.
No, this is enough.
Yeah. I'm already like, I don't want to fucking do this.
No, I don't ever want to do this again.
I think none of us.
And I'm placing a bet that no one will counter me on. I think like 95% of this is crap. Pure crap. Like this thing I threw away. This has been in the house since the 70s. We never use it. It just exists in the house.
Yeah.
Well done, my boys. Turn the blinds down, go home, have a shower, I think. Yes. See you.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, yeah. See you on next time we will come here, it's Thursday today, so we will take tomorrow off and then we will be back on Saturday.
Yeah. And I think it will be the last time we...
It has to be the last time.
Yeah.
We don't have any more time. We're out of time.
So, yeah,
Yes.
on Saturday we will have to pretty much...
We have to clean
Everything
this, all of this.
All that.
All of that.
All that.
This has to be gone through on Saturday.
Yeah. Luckily we're going to be 4 people.
Yes.
Instead of 3 or 2.
Yes.
So, yeah. Oh, I bet it'll go.
And we know all the binders can go to the junk immediately.
Yeah, like...
And this is empty. I'm just gonna. This is empty. So it's just.
smaller boxes and I see.
Yeah, and we found the one I was dreading. This is the one from the kitchen. I opened this one.
What the shit?
Oh, first of all, have you seen these many rulers in some place, anytime, anywhere? It's just. Yeah. These are the utensils from the house, from the villa. She didn't even unpack them. Why did she keep them?
Who knows?
I don't know. See you Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes. So. I've been thinking about this a lot because every time I go from the apartment, I'm angry, you know, very frustrated with the amount of shit of crap. And every time my youngest Lode just says, "My God, she was a hoarder. You know why she couldn't." And I as I've told you before, she has always been a hoarder. She hasn't thrown anything away in her whole life. I found a whisk today that was made in the 70s. She hasn't used this shit since I was a teenager, but it's still there. So I've been thinking about hoarders because she didn't, you know, collect trash that smells. And in my mind, a hoarder is someone who leaves trash out, you know, like you buy a pizza and you leave the cardboard box left with pizza in it on a stack of other cardboard boxes with pizza. But that's not the kind of hoarder she was. She just couldn't throw anything away. And she bought things she didn't need at all. She didn't need half of the stuff I've been fixing, meddling and sorting today. She didn't need it. I mean, she had the house. She bought that. So, story is, she met my father in 71. She more or less immediately, within 3 months or something, got pregnant with me. They married at New Year's 71, and I was born in June 72. So she was pregnant with me for 3 months before they married, when they married. And then a year and a half later, she got pregnant with my brother. And when I was 5, my father left my mother for another woman who's very special too. I would actually say she's worse than my mother. This woman is a special kind of breed. Oh, so special. Anyway, so he moved to Skåne, which is like 1,000 kilometers that way. As far away from Sundsvall as you could. And she, the new woman, didn't want us, me and my brother, in her life. So we were stuck up here with my mom. And she made me her confidant. I was 6 years old. And she just poured it on me. And that is not okay, people. Children are children. They are not your confidant, not your friend, not anything. The Gilmore Girls is it's a beautiful dream, but it doesn't exist. You can be friends with them when they are grown-ups, but not when they are children. Anyway, she couldn't throw anything away, so she had boxes and boxes out in the garage that we were not allowed to touch. And every year, her bookkeeping, the folders we sorted today, were getting bigger and bigger. You know, she had places for it in a billy, you know, from IKEA, billy. She had places for them there, but then after like 10-15 years, it was full. The row for the binders were full. So then she started piling them up on the side of the bed. And I still didn't get the hoarding stuff. Like, why didn't she throw away things that were broken? Or, you know, why? It's because she's a hoarder. She was a hoarder. She couldn't physically throw away things that might be of use. And luckily she was clean-ish. I mean, it's a slope, that one. You know, you can be clean like my excellent neighbor Siv. She's very good at cleaning. Or my friend Michaela in Timrå, very good at cleaning. I'm not that good, but it's still clean in here. We clean when it's dirty, we sweep up the shit, we just don't do it on a regular basis. But she just didn't throw away stuff. So there were piles and piles and piles of, like, you get commercials in the post, the local pizza place or the local ICA or Coop or, you know, IKEA, anyone. They give out their commercial blades via the mail here in Sweden, like the snail mail. And those piles tend to be very high in the end of the month. And you're supposed to take it to the recycling center after you look like, oh, I need to buy this and cut out the coupon and do that. But she just saved it. Magazines, I found magazines from '98 today. And yeah, just gonna answer that one. What were we talking about before I got so rudely interrupted? Well, the hoarding stuff. This guy from Midwest Cleaning, he says there are levels of hoarding. Like a level 10 hoarding cannot even throw away, I guess, the hair clippings or the nail trimmings. I've seen some of those hoardings on the YouTubes. But this, she was not a dirty woman, like she didn't keep those things. She could throw those things away. She knew the difference between waste and stuff. But all this stuff, it's of no interest to anyone in the whole world. No one wants to know how her taxes were in '98. No one. No one wants to see the collected, you know, medical forms or the collected so much pottery. Why? Why didn't she take it to the cottage by the sea? Why? She loves flowers. Why didn't she keep all those by the sea where she lived so she can grow things in them? No, they were stacked and ugly as fuck in a box in her spare, what do you call it? Förråd. Storage. Yeah. Why? And all those broken, you know, Teflon cutlery, everyone had scratches. Why did she save those? The answer is, of course, she was a hoarder. She couldn't physically throw away things that were hers. And this guy from Midwest, he also said, if anyone tries to clean out their hoard, their, you know, like a dragon with the jewels, the hoard. If anyone tries to clean out that, they will be very bad. Which brings us back to why I wasn't allowed to be there when they clean out the house. My mother got furious with me. You remember a few, well, for me it's days, but for you it's weeks. But remember I told you about when I cleared up a path in the garage with all those newspapers. I was so mad at her. And that incident, when I screamed at her, how much does a paper weigh, made her so angry with me, because I was clearing out her hoard, that she didn't want me to be there anymore. I was not allowed to help clean out the house because I was taking away her prized possessions, newspapers from 87. No kidding. I am not cheating you. It was newspaper from 87, 86 even. Jeez. And that's the reason I know she was a hoarder. I had a box of buttons that somehow ended up in my possession. I don't know why. It was a 2-liter jar of ice cream with no ice cream in, but filled to the brim with buttons. But ugly buttons. They were so ugly. I looked through it. They were plastic. They were ugly. They were so boring. And come on, buttons. So I just threw it away, and it was very, very good. I found another one in the hoard. There was a big jar of buttons. I debated whether I'm gonna give it to my niece, but I think I threw it away. And I found an astonishing amount of stuff that is mine. Why couldn't they just, no, that's Katas, give them to her, she can sort them out. No, she couldn't even throw away the things that were mine. Oh, for fuck's sake. My clothes, my fabric, my stuff, all ended up in her hoard being hers. Yeah, but soon it's gone. But I know for a fact she's a hoarder. She was a hoarder, and she couldn't throw away anything. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm throwing away it all. Oh, did I tell you that when a hoarder tries to clean? No, when you clean a hoard, you have to look through every piece of the stuff. You can like through. If photos, you sort to the side and go through them later. But if you have a bunch of receipts and paper and envelopes, just check it. Because we found a old bill, we found lots of coins in old purses, and I found a bracelet just with all the shit. So if you just take a shovel and throw it away, you will miss the jewels and the money and the, you know, the old money. I will show you again if you have forgotten. The old money. This is the old Swedish money. This is from the 51, 44, 74. Let's see what we have here. This is this is from 38. That's just valuable. And this was all tucked in a 57, 79. All this was tucked in a bag. Just, you know, could have been anything. She didn't even keep it like, oh, this is my valuables. All my valuables are in this. No, I've been finding spots of valuables all throughout the hoard. I'm glad it's me though. My brother is not a patient man. And even though I like sorting, this just makes me furious because I'm not sorting like my own stuff that I know I can sell this, I can donate this. I'm sorting through a hoard of shit to find this stuff. Yeah, well now I know. It's conclusive. She's a hoarder, she was a hoarder, and I have to clean up her shit. I'll take that as my cue.
tell me here's the thing.